Alright, hey guys, it's Kevin here. Welcome to Animal Crossing. This is gonna probably be just a one-off, just because I don't know if I want to do a full series of Animal Crossing, especially since I have a lot of other series going on right now on my channel, but this is kind of just something, I guess, just for Christmas, whatever, I don't know. Whatever you celebrate, just for the holidays. So yeah, this is the original Animal Crossing. Well, the GameCube one. I know there was like an N64 one out in Japan, but this is the first Animal Crossing I played, at least. And basically, me and all my brothers. I'll just start it before I even start getting into stories and stuff. Because this is like a nostalgic game for me. Played it a lot, I guess you could say, when I was growing up. I haven't. Maybe I probably should have started a town first, but that doesn't matter. If you want to read this, you can read this in the background. But basically, originally, my brothers and I rented the this Animal Crossing for the GameCube. I'm trying to read this and talk at the same time, and it's not really working out too far. But yeah, we originally rented this back when like Blockbuster and actually like renting games was around. I guess there's like Redbox now for renting movies. Do they do games? I think I'm ready to go. But yeah, we rented this originally, and the GameCube had this this kind of like problem where, or I guess it's not really a problem, but you could take out the disc. Like, you could open the tray and take out the disc and continue playing the game as long as the game didn't have to load. And Animal Crossing worked that it loaded once you got into town, and then it never loaded again. So my brothers and I rented this game, and then when we had to take it back after like the 3 days or whatever when we had it, we we left the GameCube running so that we could continue playing it for like an extra week. Because we just popped open the disc, or popped open the tray, took out the disc, and returned it, but we continued playing it, even though we didn't have the disc anymore. What is it? What is he saying? Time? 2:48 Saturday, December 20th? I think that's right. I should probably check. It sounds right. By the time I upload this, it'll probably be on the 28th. Okay, yeah, that is right. 2:40. Yeah, okay. I don't know how I figured that out. Okay, that's right. But yeah, because I don't really have a way of recording my my GameCube, I'm playing this on an emulator, and that's also why it is in widescreen. I'm using like a hack to do that. I don't know how well it's gonna work. What's he asking me? So, so you mind if I sit? Oh, please go ahead, sit. But yeah, I don't know how I figured out what the time was, considering I'm playing on this on an emulator. I guess the emulator figured out my computer's time, maybe. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, my brothers and I used to play this quite a bit, and my name. There we go. I'm just gonna use Kevin probably. How do I delete that? Because I want to... Oh, backspace. Okay, I'm kind of working with a weird setup here. Like, my microphone's covering half my screen, so I'm trying to move. Okay, I just gotta sit up really tall. I'll just use Kevin for now. Like I said earlier, I don't think I'm gonna turn this into a full series. At least not yet. Okay, why is it behind it now? Okay, there we go. Just because I have so much other crap going on my channel, so this will just like a one-off for Christmas. Maybe I'll return to it at some point, depending on how well it goes. I am playing on an emulator, like I said, so we'll see. He's calling my name odd. We'll see how well it goes. Like I said, I am using a hack to be in widescreen, so so far it looks nice, so hopefully there's no like glitches or anything. Isn't it cool? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say it was odd? It's not odd. It's a great name for a boy, really. There's actually, once again, I have so many stupid stories with Animal Crossing. So, when we first rented this, we all... If you don't know, I have 3 brothers. So, this game was basically perfect for us, because you can have up to 4 human players, I guess, in the town. And, we all kind of set up our players as soon as we rented it. And right here, he's asking, it's a great name for a boy, really, isn't it? And really, he asks, there you go. So basically, right here, this is your decision if you want to be a male character or if you want to be a female character. But when I was a kid, I was just kind of being a smartass, and I was like, I'm not a boy, and I answered that. So then, because you answer I'm not a boy, your character actually in the game is a female. So just because I was trying to be a smartass when I was a kid, I ended up having to play a female character. So yeah, I'll say you know it. Because I do want to be a male character this time around. By the way, if you don't mind me asking, where are you heading? Oh, this is the town. I don't know what the heck is a good name for a town. How the heck do I still don't even know any of the controls. So yeah, I am, like I said, I'm playing this on an emulator. I think I've said that like 3 times for now. So I'm using an Xbox controller or a 360 controller, so it's a little bit hard to figure out the controls, but it's easy enough, I guess. What the heck is a good name for a town? Okay, so I think I'm gonna go with the name Wordville. That's as many words or as many letters as I can use, so it's a word and it's a village, so that's what we're going with. Wordville. Yes, that's right. But yeah, this was always one of the worst parts. I hated coming up with names for stuff. I used to play the Harvest Moon games and the Rune Factory games, and it was the same thing in those. It's like, what do you want to name your farm? What do you want to name your town? It's like, I don't care, just let me play the game. So he's asking me why I'm coming to the town. I guess I'm moving here. What's it to you? Fine, don't tell me. Be like that. I don't care. See, this is when I said I'm not a boy to him when I was a kid. It's like I was trying to be a smartass and answer all his questions in kind of a dick sort of way. But obviously it turned out bad for me because then I had to play as a girl. Because this whole cutscene is so long, having to go through this as a kid when you just rented a game it's like, I don't want to wait this time. I want to play the game. So, where you living? Leave me alone. Don't tell me you haven't found a place to live yet. Which is kind of true, because we're going to a new town. We're going to Wordville, and we have no idea. We don't have a house. We don't have a friend we're staying with. We're just going there. What? You can't just show up without no place to live. We better find you a pad, and fast. And it's like, this guy just shows up. Rover. I just realized. Rover as a name for a cat? Isn't Rover normally like a dog's name? Maybe that's just me, but that's kind of sad that it took me this long. I used to play this game as a kid and I never realized this guy's name was Rover. Oh, of course. Duh. A good friend of mine runs a shop in Wordville. Let me give him a ring. So this is Tom Nook, I'm pretty sure he's talking about. You wait right here. So yeah, this cat's name is Rover. I'm pretty sure I skipped through most of these when I was a kid. I didn't really care too much for reading when I was a kid. Yeah, he's talking to Tom Nook back there. I just kind of skipped through it all because I wanted, once again, when you rent a game and you only have it for like 3 days, you do stuff quickly. So I kind of just spammed B through this. I kind of want to go a bit slower now, so that way if somebody does want to read all this, you can do so. I was gonna say I would assume most people have played this by this point, but really this isn't that popular of a game. I mean, the whole Animal Crossing series is pretty big, but it's kind of like a niche sort of thing. Like, there's a lot of people who maybe don't know about kind of games like this, and Rune Factory and Harvest Moon. This game isn't even like Rune Factory Farmville, but for some reason I keep relating it to those, but like I said, it's not really that much like it. A little bit. But anyways, yeah. I have no idea what I was talking about before, so I'm just gonna continue reading the text. So he's asking me if I have money, and I'm assuming I don't have any, so I'll just say I'm just a little. Oh really? No wonder you look so helpless. It really kind of makes you think what my character did before this. Like, why am I doing this? Why am I just picking up and heading to a town? No money, no idea who lives at this town. Just hop on a train, let's go to Wordville. They say money makes the world go round, and what goes around comes around. Wait, I've confused myself. Oh look, we're about to pull into Wordville. Did I mention? I love this place. I swear, this seems so much longer when I was a kid, but I'm sure it's really not that long of a cutscene, I guess, sort of thing. So that, well, I was gonna say that's like the end of Rover, but pretty much you can travel on trains to different towns, which I probably won't be doing because Wordville. Now arriving at Wordville. Yeah, this guy's not talking anything. Basically, how it used to work is, I think once you walk down here, Tom Nook starts talking to you. But once you, or sorry, what was it saying? Oh, yeah. On the GameCube, a whole memory card would be one world. Or I guess one world would take up an entire memory card. So you could have multiple memory cards and they would have multiple worlds on them. But considering I'm playing on an emulator, I don't know how that's going to work. And I remember that when you bought this game, it actually came with a memory card so that you could create a new world on that memory card because it took up the entire memory card. So yeah, here's Tom Nook, which is a raccoon in an apron. Would your name happen to be Kevin? Good, good. I just now had a phone call about you. So luckily I met that Rover guy on the train, or I would honestly be showing up in the middle of winter in a town and have no house to live in. I would basically be, well, living outside, be a homeless guy in a new town in the middle of winter. Phew, I'm glad I made it here in time to meet your train. I'm afraid I'm not in the best shape of my life. I just realized it's 2 a.m.? Yeah, that's right. I'm recording this at 2 o'clock in the morning. When I was a kid, my brothers and I used to always switch the times, which is kind of a cheap way of playing the game. Anyways, I'll explain all that later. Let's go through this cutscene. But I ramble. My name is Tom Nook. I run the store here in town. I'm pleased to meet you, yes? Something strikes me as odd, though. My young friend moved into town before settling on a place to live. Like, I seriously want to know, what was this guy up to before he decided to just jump on a train and leave? Why, it's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Madness. Absolute madness. Whatever. Whoa, ho, ho. Pardon me, I beg you. That just struck my funny bone. I don't think it would be funny if somebody just booking it, jump on a train and leave everything behind. There's a dark past behind this guy right here. Now don't you worry. It may be small, but I have a house you can move into right away. It should be more than suit your needs. I can show you to it now. So come along, let's scuttle. So this is basically the whole, I guess, story line. You're basically trying to pay off your house, and it kind of becomes more than you expect. Here we are, not too shabby, I can most heartily recommend any of these houses. Take your pick. Feel free to look inside, really, I don't mind. Not in the least. After all, the doors the doors don't have any locks. I'm sorry, it's pretty funny how I've played through this game and I don't remember reading any of this. Probably because I skipped it all because I wanted to get into the game as quickly as possible. Just stand in front of the door and press an A button to go inside. The A button, I guess. So yeah, like I was saying, I have 3 brothers. So that makes 4 of us in total. So this game was perfect because there's 4 houses, 4 brothers. Oh, that's just... Oh wow, it actually goes back. This is the bulletin board where stuff is supposed to... But I think I'm just going to take one of these top houses. The only real difference, I think, is the roof color. You can see this roof is red. That one's... It's hard to tell during the winter. That one's orange, green, yellow. I'm going to go inside one of these and see if there's anything different. Oh... I think the wallpaper and flooring is different as well too. But yeah, you can see the widescreen hack doesn't really work too well there when it switches scenes. I'll say it's okay, I guess. I want to go check in a different one to see if the wallpaper and flooring's different. I'm pretty sure it is for each one. I think I'm just going to go with this top left one, but watch when the screen switches on the left and right side. It doesn't really fade out too well. And I'm assuming that's just because it's a widescreen. The widescreen hack is kind of messing with it. Right there on the left and right. Oh yeah, see this one's completely different. It's like stone. I'm just going to go with this one just because I'm too lazy to look in the other two. I'm pretty sure once you make this decision, it's permanent. Like you cannot switch houses. You can switch wallpaper and everything and whatnot. I like it. You're quite sure this is the one you want? So yeah, this is pretty much saying, you make this decision, that's it. Very well, it's decided then. That house now belongs to you, Kevin. What a happy day for you. I'm sorry. It does kinda... This guy basically just met me, like 30 seconds ago, and now he just gave me a house. But alright, I guess I shouldn't be complaining. I'll tell you what, I'll even throw in a radio. I'll throw in the radio at no extra cost. What was the radio sitting on, like a cardboard box or something? I never could sell that thing at the shop anyways. Now, let me see. I suppose you'd like a quick rundown of your house? So listen, carefully please. As you can no doubt see, the house doesn't have any furniture in it at all. Yes, quite bare, I'm afraid. Anything you need, you'll have to get on your own. Obviously, you can't expect me to furnish the place out for you. You can do whatever you like with your own stuff. But don't try and mess around with other folks' things. Well, not that you can. So that's basically saying if I go into like one of the other houses, if I had like 4 players, like back when my brothers and I would play, if I went into one of their houses, I couldn't like move their furniture around, which obviously is a good thing. Nobody will know if you just nudge stuff though. So basically that's saying you can play with their stuff, but you can't move it around. You can't change the furniture around. You'll probably want to pop in to neighbors' houses to get some idea of their own interior designs. I would. Too bad I probably not gonna have any neighbors in this. But okay. Oh yes, that weird thing over there by the door. This thing over here. I think that's a gyroid. Yeah, alright. That would be your personal gyroid assistant. See, it's kind of weird because I played some of the newer Animal Crossing games, and some of it's kind of different from this first game, so when he's trying to explain stuff, it doesn't really work with what I'm used to. Even though I played this game, when you kind of progress through newer games, you kind of forget the old stuff. If visitors stop by when you're not around, this gyroid will meet and greet them. It truly is a must-have. You can teach it messages, and then a little fellow will repeat them to visitors. Sorry, like I said, I have this like mic in the way of the screen, so I can't see like the bottom row of text. I can now though, so alright. And that's just one of its talents. You can also leave items with it, which it can give or even sell to folks. So yeah, once again, with Four Brothers, this was kind of like an awesome game, because you could set that gyroid thing up with an item, like a rare item. There were certain like events and whatnot where you could get rare items, and then I could end up selling it to one of my brothers and making a profit off of it. Oh, and one more thing. When you're done playing, absolutely sure to speak to your gyroid. So if you reset the game without saving, or turn off the game without saving, there's this mole, I think his name's Rossetti. He gets really angry at you. I might actually do that during this playthrough just to show him off, but alright, I shouldn't even call this a playthrough because it's probably going to be one extra long episode, and then maybe I'll continue it at some point, but for now, it'll just be one episode. For that is the only way for you to save everything you did that day. It'd be a shame to lose such things. So yeah, it's basically just this Rossetti guy, this mole that stops you from resetting the game. It's basically a way from punishing you for resetting the game. Because if you, let's say you go to let's just say, for an example, you lose a bunch of money for some strange reason. You could just reset the game and that whole day will be erased. But then when you come back the next day, Mr. Rossetti will be there, and he talks a lot. That's basically the punishment. Every time you reset the game, you have to talk to this mole, and this mole is very talkative. So you basically have to spend like 5-10 minutes just sitting here talking to a mole. And it's basically just a waste of your time because you didn't want to save and quit. If you quit playing without talking to it first, it'll be like everything you did that day never even happened. So yeah, it's kind of like you could erase your progress, because it only saves when you leave the game. It doesn't save like periodically. This is an old game, so there wasn't like auto saves or anything. I can't imagine a worse fate. Please take extra care so that you never forget. I hate to see such a thing happen. And that marks the end of my explanation. I'm hoping that you didn't forget anything. Sure I did. It's been a long time since I played this game. Did you get all that? Do you perhaps wish to hear it again? No thanks. Yes, well, I'm sure you'll settle into the particulars of life in due time. Don't worry. Now then, let's see. With fees and closing costs, the house comes to 19,800 bells, which I have 0. Oh wait, no, I have 1,000. Here you go. I am 1,000 out of 19,000. Yes, that would be not nearly enough. You only have 1,000 bells? You're joking with me, yes? Why you're so short, I can't help but laugh. Hey, is that a midget joke? You know what happens to people who don't have money? Don't you? I'll tell you. They can't buy a house. So basically I'm homeless again. But you still need a place to stay, don't you? A thorny situation, yes? Rather thorny. Then here's what we'll do. You can work part-time at my shop to pay off the rest. Yes, that's acceptable. So I gotta work part-time for, what, 18,000 bells now? Splendid. All set. This will work wonderfully. Now then, you'll have to come by my shop later to work. You can find my shop in Acre A2. You can't miss it. I don't know how this is gonna work considering it's like 2 a.m. Because the shop is only open at certain times. Like I said, I might have to go back out and switch the time. But anyways. At least most people can't miss it. If you have trouble, check the map by the station, yes? I'm heading back there now, so I'll be waiting for you. I'd ask you to be quick about coming, yes? Whoa. Alright, so yeah. Now I'm pretty much free to do whatever I want. Wait, how do I check the time? 12:20. That's not right. It's like 2 a.m. I thought the guy was right, unless maybe it... Oh yeah, that's right. That's kind of cool that there's Christmas lights in the trees during the winter time. So let's kind of just walk around for a bit. Actually, how do you shake the trees? Oh, there we go. I am using an Xbox controller, like I said, so. Okay, so he said A2, right? No, he didn't. Oh yeah, he did. A2. So there's a shop right there. So basically how the GameCube version works is all these acres are basically just different screens. Like if I run left right now, you'll see when it splits. See how the screen stops there and then clicks over? That is 1 acre. So this whole area, how do I run? There we go. This whole acre is 1 screen, and then it clicks over to the next screen. So yeah, that's 1 screen. Or 1 acre. Is it actually... Oh, the shop's actually open at this time? There's usually set times for everything, and that's why I used to change the times, or, well, all my brothers used to change the times, because we used to play this game, like, well, first of all, we rented it, right? So, when you're renting it, you kind of want to get the most out of it. And then also, we used to play it a lot late at night. Like, we used to stay up till like 3 or 4 a.m. just playing this game straight. So, not a lot happens that late at night because everything's closed, all the villagers are asleep. But we would change the time so then that way it'd be early morning or whatever, so everybody would be awake. Let's continue on with the story here, or whatever is going on. Well, finally, you arrived. What took you so long? I was looking at the map. I'm starting to wonder if you'd show. Only kidding. So I wonder, realistically, if I just never showed up, could I just continue living at that house? Because I doubt you would ever come looking for me. Very good, yes. First off, you'll need to change into these clothes. If you must know us, no, I suppose I'd call it your uniform. Please, let me know when you're done changing, yes? There we go. Yeah, that's why it took so long getting here, because I was picking up some cherries. So yeah, there's a bunch of different like t-shirts and uniforms you can pick. I think you can even design your own at some point. But this is my work uniform. Oh, there's already a... Oh, I was gonna... Oh, okay. I couldn't go by. No, that's for my customers. I can't sell it to somebody who works here in the shop. Raccoon policy, you see? So yeah. Long story short, basically how the shop works is there's always a new random item, always a random new clothing, always a random new umbrella, and then paper, flowers, all this stuff is usually random, wallpaper, flooring, and each day you come in here, there'll be a random item. and then as you buy stuff, his shop will be upgraded. Oh wait, what? I was supposed to talk to him. Okay, change into my uniform. But each time you buy when you spend so much money here, his shop will upgrade, and then you can, well, there'll be more items each day. Instead of like one new like clothing, there'll be like 4 new clothings. That's better. Yes, you look like you were born to wear that uniform. Now you can start working off the remaining 18,800 bells you owe your house. So I'm going to be working part-time for quite a few days here. First off, I want you to go plant some trees and flowers around the shop. The area around here is too dull, not charming at all. It's just not the ideal sort of shopping experience, People like shopping in areas that are clean and well kept, so I want you to spruce up the place. Well, you're finished. When you're finished, come talk to me. So I wonder if I can just plant these anywhere. It's kind of weird planting flowers and stuff in the winter. But yeah, when I was a kid, I planted these like near the shop actually, but I kind of want to see it if I just plant them like over by my house. What he'll say. This one's my house, right? Yeah, you can tell because this thing's dancing. All the rest are like frozen. Flowers are kind of actually annoying if I remember correctly. That's just planted by the train station. But yeah, flowers, if you run through them, they get destroyed. So if you plant them in a certain place where you're running a lot, it basically is just an annoyance because you have to stop running every time you walk by that area. I guess I can't do that there. But as long as I plant them out of the way, because I think up here by the train station it won't be a big deal. And then trees, if I remember correctly, they need one space entirely around them to grow fully. Oh, here's a dump. Oh, never mind. This is a dump. Usually there's some random stuff just thrown in here that you can just pick up and it's just free. But it doesn't look like it's going to be any use to me today because there's nothing in there. Okay, where's a good spot to plant these trees? Because they need to be... Wait, who is that? What the heck are you doing out at 12 o'clock in the morning? Oh, I'm sleepy. I haven't been able to sleep lately. How about you? Wait. Come to think of it, we've never met, have we? What's your name? Kevin, huh? I'm Tangy. You look like a fucking orange. Be sure to I don't know, I didn't read that. Anyways, so let's just plant these stupid trees that I'm supposed to do. Honestly, I think back... I'm stuck in these trees. There's way too many trees in this town. Once I get an axe, I'm chopping all these trees down. Yeah. Anyways, this is, I'm pretty sure, what I did with the trees when I was a kid. Basically, because those trees are so close together, none of those will ever get fully grown because there's not enough room. You can see how these trees are fully grown here. There's a step in between those where it's kind of like half the size, and that it will stay half the size unless there's a one space gap all the way around it. So, did you make it look a little nicer out there? Gave the ground some charming character? Yeah, sure, if that's what you count it as. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, so I won't bother asking how you chose where to plant everything. I chose randomly, that's how I chose. After all, I'm not the one who will be laughed at when the travelers from other villages see your work. Now then, let's just see here. That little chore was worth, oh, let's call it about 80 bells. Quite generous, I know. Oh, and about your wages, I'll just keep them as payments towards your mortgage. Now, what should I have you do next? So basically, I've just paid 80 bells out of 80 or 18,000 bells. So yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Wait just a moment, something just struck me. Kevin, you just moved to Wordville. But you haven't introduced yourself to all the townsfolk, have you? I met that like orange thing, that like orange cat sort of thing. I don't even remember her name already. I'm gonna give you a little break. So why don't you go and introduce yourself to everyone in town? Huh? Go on now. And don't forget to introduce yourself to the mayor too. That would show some class. You can probably find him wandering around near the wishing well. I'll see you later, yeah? So yeah, this was one of the things where I didn't really pay attention to the, when I was a kid. I didn't really pay it. Oh, wait. Okay, that clock in the bottom right there, I've been reading it wrong this first little bit here. I thought it was 12:20 a.m., as in like almost midnight. But I realized this time down here is the actual time, and that's the date. That's the month, and that's the day of the month. Alright, now that makes sense. But yeah, I didn't... Oh, nice. Everybody... Normally, nobody would be out at this time. Whatever the heck time it was, 3:20 a.m. I know I'm recording this at a ridiculous time, and like I said, I might have to change the time to actually get some stuff done, but normally nobody would be out at this time of night. But I guess because I'm first moving into town, everybody wants to meet me. And Tom Nook wants to give me a house and then force me into working part-time. You're probably wondering, why am I running around so late at night? Actually, that's exactly what I was just talking about. Aren't you, Moo Dude? Each character, I guess, has their own like saying. Like this guy calls me Moo Dude, and other people call me whatever else. But that's why certain people say certain things. I might as well explain that now. Do you think you know why? Would you tell me? No, of course not. How could you possibly know? I just moved to the town. Leave me alone. You've been really forgetful lately. And sometimes I just I've been really forgetful lately. And sometimes I forget where I'm going. I thought you might know. You? No? Come on. Think of it. I forgot to introduce myself, Moo Dude. I'm Stu. I'm not always like this, I promise, Moo Dude. So yeah, if I just stop reading out those like Moo Dude lines, it's because it's just annoying text. Filler text, pretty much. Instead of calling me Kevin, they call me some stupid names. Okay, so I'm gonna keep an eye on this map. It's funny how small this map looks. I'm pretty sure in the newer versions of this game, the map's like a lot bigger, but I could be wrong. It just seems a lot bigger. So I met Stu, I met Tangy. There's Rasher, Mint, Quanzella. Do I need to meet like the shop owners? Because there's a tailor. I'll need to go to the wishing well to meet the mayor. There's Eusine, and I may need to go to the post office. I guess let's go there first, maybe. Well, I'd have to go to the mayor's office too. Okay. So here's my plan. I go to the post office. Sorry, there was like a piece of hair or something on my screen that I just noticed. That was right over top of the post office. But I go to the post office, then I go down the ramp to Ucene, then to the Wishing Well, to the Taylors, Quincella, Mint. Do I need to go to... I'll probably have to go to the police station, and then I'll come up to the Rasher Museum. Okay, so I'll work my way around clockwise, if that makes sense. Makes sense to me. It is a lot easier when I actually have a map. At some point you get a map. I don't really remember when. I don't even know if I have to introduce myself to the post office people, do I? Let's see what she says. Huh? As customer, welcome. So, what do you want? Okay, so I don't think I have to introduce myself to any like the store owners, the tailor, the police station. See, I don't have a map. So I kind of forgot. Ucene is down here to the left. I know. Hello there. Everybody's coming outside as soon as I walk in front of the door. Okay, good evening. Walking around late at night makes me a little nervous. What about you? Aren't you scared? You never even met me. And you're okay with me, but everybody else you're scared of? Really? It doesn't bother you? I wish I could be like that. My name's Ucene. Sorry if I seem a little jumpy, it's just... Let's be friends, okay? So there's another house like over here. Oh, the Wishing Well, that's right. So here's the mayor. Ah, what? Who are you? You whippersnapper? Tell me something. Who do you respect the most? My dad. Oh, he was probably gonna say Grandpa probably would have been the best. Youth. I weep for the younger generation. It pains this old heart. Listen to me, Sprout. What's your name? Kevin? Eh? I see. Human, aren't you? Well, if you call this a human, then yes. Yes, I'm a human. My name's Tordnor. And I'm the mayor here in Wordville. Yipper. Pretty important job. You seem a good kid. Listen. Whenever there's a holiday or something kind of event, come talk to me. I'm sure I'll have some interesting stuff to pass on. Yepper, I'm surely will. So yeah, basically meeting everyone is kind of like a tutorial. He will, anytime there's a event like holiday, like New Year's, Christmas, blah blah blah, he will have a usually something to give you or some sort of instructions to do. There's the pond. I wish I had the map, because I kind of forgot where I was supposed to be going. That's a dig spot. I don't have a shovel though, so... Oh yeah, the tailor's down here. But I'm pretty sure I don't need to talk to the tailor. Closed. Open 7 a.m., closed 2 a.m. Holy crap, dude. Open that late? But yeah, usually most of the stores and most of the houses are closed at night. But obviously because I'm moving in at like 3:30 a.m. there's some people who... Hey, basketball. I don't actually remember if this is used for anything. Can I do anything with this? I guess not. Well, it fell in the water. But yeah. It's kind of hard to kind of meet everyone because I don't actually have the map yet. Evening, and might I add, how do you do? See, this guy says Skreek. I'm not gonna read that every time. I'm Quincella. What's your name? Shh, lower your voice. It's the middle of the night, you know, Kevin. Nobody's around. What are you talking about? What? Hey, I'm not the one doing all the shouting. Oh, wait, I am. Not my fault. I have a lot of energy at night. So normally everybody would be asleep. Like, this game is not really too fun to be playing at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and that's why when I was a kid I used to always change the time. Pretty sure I don't need to talk to these guys. Good evening to you. Working late tonight, are we? Well, nothing wrong with that. Burning the midnight oil. How can Officer Cooper be assistance to you at this hour? Any going-ons? There's anything? Alright. So yeah, you can come here and usually he'll tell you about like the next holiday coming up or sort of big event coming up, but obviously because it's my first day, there's not really much. Oh, sure, yes. So this is the Lost and Found, and basically some random stuff generates in here, and I think if you drop stuff on the ground, it will show up here, I think. I remember something like that. But anyways, it shows up here and you can just kind of take it because it's just lost and found. Every item here is lost. I mean, we don't know who owns them, the items. You can take anything, I think. Basically, it's just lost and found. You can just take any of this for free, which when I was a kid, I would take all of this and then I would turn around and sell it to Tom Nook. Oh, that's a kitty dresser, I think. So would that be yours? That's right, that's mine. I lost that. I've only been in town for like maybe 10-15 minutes and I'm already like, yeah, I lost that. Oh, yes, of course, you can take that if it's yours. That's fine, go ahead. It shouldn't be a problem, I think. So yeah, I'm just gonna take all of this. So that a dapper shirt, I think. So would that be yours? Yeah, that's mine. Oh, yes, of course. You can take that. Of course. That's fine. Go ahead. It shouldn't be a problem, I think. Oh, that an 8-ball shirt, I think. So would that be yours? Whoops, I accidentally hit B. Yeah, it's mine. Give me it. 8-ball shirt, that's mine. I've been in town for 10-15 minutes and I'm already claiming everything in the Lost and Found as it's mine. Look at that wanted poster in the background. It's like a female Mickey Mouse. But it's not Minnie Mouse, it's a female Mickey Mouse. Alright, now that I stole everything, or I mean I found everything that I lost. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, no problem, anytime. Now that I took everything that I lost, let's figure out. I haven't met Mint yet. So it's Mint, Rasher, and that's it. Mint and Rasher are the last two people, so right 1 acre and then up 2, and I should be able to meet everyone. Oh, well, there's Mint. Hey, why are you running around in the middle of the night? Scaring people. It's a little suspicious. Oh, you want to be friends? Well, that would do if I say no. Or what would you do if I say no? No, I'm kidding. So I can only imagine if somebody is walking around at like 3 o'clock in the morning and like a mugger runs up to them and they're like, hey, you want to be friends? Because that's basically what she said. She's like, what if I don't want to be friends with you? I just want to give you a hard time for scaring me like that. I'm Mint. It's nice to meet you. Maybe you shouldn't be out at 3 in the morning. Who the heck is up at that time? Alright, and now there's this guy. Hello there, Rasher. He's got a big scar on his eye. Hey, don't worry. You don't have to be scared around me, swine. I'm Rasher, and I guard this village, making sure nobody evil is sneaking around at late night. Have you seen my Fable series? I'm a little bit evil. Don't tell anybody about that, though. Nobody knows I'm doing that. But you look okay, so I wouldn't report you. Okay, you're Kevin. Yeah, you look nice enough. But you shouldn't be creeping around in the middle of the night. You know, swine? So I think that's everyone. Like I said, if I actually had the map, I could check it right now and double check, but let's just go back to Tom Nook and hopefully... Here it is. I actually didn't really know where I was going, I was just kind of running. So, do you meet everybody in town? In town? Quite a motley crew, yes? But variety is a spice of life, you know? If you don't get along well with the folks in Wardville, you'll never fit in. You understand? I think you can actually like hit and abuse the other town folks and they'll end up moving out. Well, if you abuse like certain members, they'll move out. But never fear, I have a good feeling about them. Or about you. Now then, what shall I have you do next? So do I not get paid for that? Like, I mean, you told me to go meet everyone. I met everyone. Can I not get paid for that? Like, I didn't really want to meet everyone. I could have honestly gone without meeting everyone, but you made me do it. So if you would pay me, or at least like pay off some of my mortgage, that would be okay. Ah yes, I need to deliver some furniture. At last, it's like you're actually working in the shop. Take this furniture to Rasher Acres C2, yes? And don't stop to sniff the roses on the way. Go straight there and then come straight back. Well, I planted the roses up by the train station, so it's kind of out of the way if I want to stop and sniff them. Oh wait, I thought this was Rash. Oh no, he's down here more. No, that's a museum. It's funny how they tell me to meet all the townsfolk, but the museum guy, nah, he doesn't care. He's not a townfolk. Hey, so it's you again, huh? It's the middle of the night, you know? Yeah, so what do you want? Delivery. I got a delivery for Rash. It doesn't actually say what it is. Hold it right there. What do you think you're doing with my furniture, Kevin? Speak into my good ear. Oh, so apparently he's half deaf? Working? Give me a break. What kind of a... Oh, a mortgage? I understand. Let me tell you something. It's generally a good idea to have money before you buy something. That's the way the world works, you know? Yeah, not quite. It should be, but it's not. But there's no shame in paying off your debts. That's honest, Swan. I've got some respect to that. So I guess you've had a chance to get any of your basic house essentials, have you? No, I haven't. So you gotta ask yourself, do I feel lucky? Well, do you? You should. You get this boxing barricade. No. Take it. You need it more than I do. Besides, we're going to be living in the same town. So I figured it'd be best if you started off on the right foot. Enough about that. Now you have your own place. You better be busy decorating, don't you think? You know, you can put furniture in your own room and move it around. Yeah. So this is a tutorial on decorating your house. You can basically... That leaf he just gave me is a piece of furniture, and then this is like how you can move it around in your house and do stuff with it. It's basically just a piece of furniture, I'll show you later, that you can drop in your house and then do whatever you want with it. Rotate it, move it, blah blah blah. And that's usually how this goes. Most of it is do a job for a certain person and then you get a certain item, usually to place in your home. Or sometimes like wallpaper or carpet or whatever. Welcome back, worker bee. Looks like you delivered the furniture. Nice work. How does he know I delivered it? Maybe I just like threw it in the pond next door. You did a good job, so I figured that earns you, say 230 bells? Not bad wages, huh? Considering I owe 18,000? Yeah, sure, 230 does nothing. What's that? You say it's too difficult to try and find things without a map? Yeah. Honestly, kids, Kids these days and their constant complaints. Why when I was a little raccoon? Oh, never mind. Oh, here's a map. So he had a map this entire time that he could have given me, but no. He just wanted me to do it on my own, apparently. Your next job is to write some copy for direct mailing. You know, sort of a personal advertisement. I want you to send it to Quancela, who lives in the acre somewhere in the F-row. It's just good business. Quancela is very loyal customer, so it's a notice of his special sale. So for what you write, well, I'll just leave it up to you. But try to make it exciting. Oh, and you might want to think about introducing yourself as Kevin, who works for me, yeah? You can use this stationery to write a letter. Go to the post office. So yeah, this is once again, this whole like work for Tom Nook situation is a big tutorial. Right now they're teaching me how to write letters. You can write letters and send presents through... Where was the post office again? How do I... There we go. I thought it was this way. So yeah, the towns, if you haven't figured out, the towns are randomly generated, and each time you generate a new town, it's a different layout, I guess. Oh wait, I didn't want to talk to you yet. I wanted to write a letter. Never mind. So, this whole post office thing, this penguin behind the counter is like a big, like, D-bag. During the daytime, there's a different penguin, and she's actually, like, nice. But during the night, if you come here, she's a big D-bag. Let's write that letter. So basically, this is just teaching you need stationery to write a letter, and then you can write a letter to... Crap, who was I supposed to write it to? I think it was Rasher? I hope it was Rasher. If not, we'll figure it out. Honestly, I could just do that and send it, but maybe I should actually write something. It's kind of funny because when you're playing this, there's certain times where, say I send a letter to Rasher, and then say, let's just say my brother logs onto the same town and talks to Rasher. Rasher might go, hey, look at this neat letter I received from Kevin. And there's a lot of situations where I was talking to villagers and they'd be like, hey, look at this nice letter I received from one of my brothers, and it would be like similar to this, because they can't really understand the niceness of the letter. They just understand, hey, somebody wrote me a letter, so I should accept that as a nice thing. So now I'm gonna mail this letter to Rash, and I hope it is actually Rash. I don't really remember who Tom Nook said. I'm just hoping it's Rash. Yes, in it goes. Alright. So is that it, or do you have something more? Never mind. Oh, okay. Close the door on your way out. And be quick about it. So yeah, this penguin, or pelican, is a D-bag, but the morning shift is okay. So let's hope it was Rash that I was supposed to send the letter to. Because if not, that was a big waste of my time. Let's go turn this... I was going to say turn this quest in. I guess that's basically what it is. Welcome back. Well now, did you get that letter sent? Uh-oh, I'm not sure I care for that. Look on your face. Yes, I think I see what's going on here. You sent the letter to the wrong person, didn't you? And make sure you sent it to Quansilla this time. Okay. So let's go send another letter to the right person this time. Let's actually just type it out right here. So it's Quansilla. No, not Grab. Okay, let's send this to Quansilla. And then I can actually continue on to the next quest. Or I can continue working off my mortgage, I guess I should be saying. There it is. I was gonna say, whenever you generate or whenever you're playing in a new world, it's kind of a little bit hard to figure things out. But once you kind of figure out where all the shops are, it gets a bit easier. All right, send this letter. It's very important. Yes, yes, go. That's all I want to do. All right, let's pause the episode for a second here. So it's Christmas. Let's give some stuff away. All the games you see on the screen right now, I have extra keys to. So if you want one of the games you see here, just leave a comment, or honestly, even just private message me with the title of the game, and I will send that game to you. It is one per person, so don't try and spam all of them. These are just extra games I've got through like Humble Bundles and whatnot. It is a first come, first serve basis, so once a key's gone, it's gone. Thanks for making this far into the episode, and I guess the episode continues from here on out. Alright, I sent your letter to the right person this time. Good job. Took you longer than I would have liked. So I'll be... What? So I'll have to dock you a bit. How does 130 bells sound? I actually wonder if I would have done it right the first time, if I would have got more than 130 bells. I've never tried that, just because I didn't want to go through this whole like cutscene tutorial thing first, but it's kind of... It's a curious sort of situation there. But I'm glad you got it done. If you can't even write a letter, you're gonna have problems in this town. Oh, yes. Well, I haven't actually prepared the next package I need you to deliver. I'm a bit behind. It'd be a waste for you to just kind of hang around here and wait for me. So why don't you go help out the villagers? You may find you can do a little better working for them than you can for me, but not much better, yeah? Just be sure to come back after a bit. So that's basically, I'm free to do whatever I want, I think. Let's actually see if I can... Let's see what kind of clothes I have. So that's what I started with. 8-ball shirt. So these are the things I stole from the Lost and Found. God, these are all ugly. I guess the 8-ball shirt's fine for now. No, that's not what I wanted. Sure, that's fine. So I wonder... I think that means I'm free? He said to go see what the other villagers have to help with, but I don't know if that means I'm free or if I just have to find a quest from the villagers. You love the nightlife, huh? Yeah, alright. Can I just find a quest? Ah, here we go, Tangy. Because I bought this puzzling shirt for Mint the other day. And I need somebody to deliver it for me. You can't just go give it to Mint? Really? So this is the tutorial on certain people will have like quests, I guess, or missions. In this case, I have to deliver a shirt to Mint. And that's basically how the game works. If you talk to people, sometimes they'll have jobs for you to do if you want to do them. And usually you'll get like a piece of furniture or clothing or something out of them. So they're usually good to do. Like, I mean, it is a video game, so you do what you're told, sort of thing. Deliver this to Mint. Sure, I'll deliver this to Mint. That's pretty much how video games go. Here you go. Here's your shirt from Tangy, I think it was her name. What a stupid name. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Just how long did you plan on making me wait anyway? Well, let's check it out. So you can see she actually changed into it. How do I look? Be honest. I'm ravishing, aren't I? Really, I look simply fantastic in anything. So yeah, this is kind of the funny part where you can design patterns later. And even if you draw like a penis or something, they will all end up wearing that design. So maybe I'll get into that later. Probably not now, but later. Very nicely done for the time being. It appears that I have no reason to regret asking you for your help. You didn't ask for my help. I was asked by Tom Nook to run around and ask people if they needed help. And then whoever the hell Tangy, I think, gave me this quest. I'm just gonna keep calling them quests. I don't know what else to call them. Missions? Quests? Duties? Duties. So let's go back to Tangy and figure out what she's... Actually, no, I think I'm maybe going back to Tom Nook. Because he was the original person who sent me to go do this. I already got my reward, so... Ah! Why did you change? Alright, I gotta change back into my uniform. Yeah, definitely have to change back into my uniform. Come on, an 8-ball shirt makes the customers feel uncomfortable. Alright, where's my... I thought I was actually done with Tom Nook, but not yet. Were you able to help anybody out? Yeah. Yeah, I got some stuff. Just let's move this along. Yeah. Take this carpet to Mint. Yes? Okay. Okay. Yep. All of that stuff. Let's just go to Mint. Like, I don't even know how long this video is going to be because now I gotta go to Mint. I was hoping to at least get to like free range mode where I can just do whatever I want. There's Mint. But the whole intro sequence is so long that it's like, do I really want to redo all this? Or if I start the episode now, it wouldn't really make sense. I gotta get used to which one, what button is map and what button is it the inventory. Mint, is this you? Mint? Oh yeah, I have a delivery for you. Let's get right to the point. Yeah, delivery. I have a carpet apparently from Tom Nook. Here you. Where have you been? If you take 1 minute longer, I would have lodged a complaint. I went to a lot of trouble to find this carpet. It perfectly matches the sheer elegance of their room. Alright, shut up. I don't care. Give me your... I mean... Yeah, of course. Alright, she gave me a carpet. I gave her a carpet. She gave me her old carpet. Blah, 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 blah. Like, honestly, I'm still in the intro. I'm still in the tutorial. And I guess... first time through... this might make sense, like this whole tutorial thing, but it's like, I just want to play the game. I've been playing the tutorial since I started. And how long is this video? Alright, I'm back. I delivered your carpet. Welcome back, dear employee. Very good, yes. It looks like you're finally getting the hang of things around here. The way you work, I've been happy to have you working. Well, I don't want to work full time. In that case, I can see you're putting a lot of effort into work. So, this time, I'll give you 580 bells. Next, I need you to deliver his axe to Quonzilla. Be careful with it. I see that the light in your eyes. Now, the stuff you deliver is wrapped, so you couldn't use it, even if you wanted to. So, long story short, whenever you're trying to do a quest, if they give you an item, you can't actually use it. So this case, Tom Nook gave me an axe. I can't actually use it. Wait, can I? No. Okay. So I can't actually use this axe until I can't use it. No matter what. So I have to give it to Quonzilla, which is way the hell south. So it's pretty much a tutorial. This whole thing has just been a big tutorial, and this time it's when you're told to do a job, you do it, and if you don't do it, that item just stays in your inventory and you can't do anything with it. Like, even though I have an axe in my inventory, I can't chop down trees because it's supposed to be going to this. Is this a guy or a girl? I was gonna say to this guy, but he looks like a guy. But Quonzilla is his name? Her name? I don't know. I'm gonna just pretend it's a guy because, sure, why not? Yes, thanks a bunch. Awesome. Oh man, I'm so stoked. Oh, hey. You wrote this, didn't you? I didn't write that. Not only that, but getting the letters also makes me want to show them off to all my other friends. So yeah, if I had other villagers or other... Like back when I played this with my brothers, if one of my brothers would have came up and talked to Quonzilla, they would have showed them that letter, and he would have been so delighted about it. He would have been, hey, check out this neat letter Kevin sent me. And it would have been Fugut. And he would have just been so delighted about it. So this is just warning me that, hey, anybody in the town might actually see your letter, so don't actually like write stuff like I just wrote in there. because, yeah, other people might see it. But in all honesty, that was like the best part of the game. It was like seeing the stupid letters my brothers wrote to the other villagers was like the greatest thing ever. Welcome back. Nice work. Yes, very good. Now, let's see. That chore earned you a solid 230 bells. Yes. What to do? Your next job will be... Ah, yes. Now I remember. You've seen the bulletin board in front of your house, haven't you? Yeah, I saw that. So now the next question is to go write a stupid bulletin board post. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Write a slogan for Tom Nook Store. I already told that Fugit to buy from your store, so... I don't know how all those extra letters got in there. I think it's because my controller's a little bit too sensitive, so I accidentally knock over to the next letter. But that's supposed to read, go to Tom Nook's shop. Please. Please. Okay. Yes. Done. Back to Tom Nook's shop. Alright, I did your stupid chore. Yeah, it's definitely a buzz generating ad up there on the bulletin board. Something animals will talk about over the water cooler. Yep, I think so. Very good. Yes, I suppose. That means, yes, you're all done. So is my house paid off? Well, the work I hadn't gotten around to is now all done. How wonderful for me. Since I don't have any work for you, I am afraid I have no choice but to let you go. Okay, so I'm fired. Alright, thanks. I'm gone. Thanks. Bye. Thanks for the house. So yeah, long story short, I technically am free to do whatever I want. Yeah, well, I'm finally done working. I'm free. After how many minutes? It's now almost 4:30 a.m. Everything's closed. See, this is how normally it is. Everything is closed. All the villagers are inside sleeping. But yeah, I'm done paying. Well, not really. I'm done working for now. You still have to pay that full 17,000 or whatever. And long story short, when you pay off that mortgage, he basically upgrades your house, and then you have to pay extra on top of it. And you get more room. Like, your house basically gets bigger. But I think this is now a good time to end it, I guess. Let's change my stupid outfit. I don't work for this guy anymore, so why should I be wearing his outfit? But yeah, this was the last minute sort of Christmas episode, so if you want to see more of this, maybe I'll continue it, but I have a lot of stuff to kind of finish on my channel before then, so I guess if you want to see more, let me know. But otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in another series, probably.